Hey team, I am by the little Game Creek runoff, so it might be a little noisy, but I'm in the end of a 4-day training block, and I wanted to take you through it to give you some tips on how to analyze your recovery. So let's back up 3 days. The first day of my block, I did 3 by 15 minute hill climbs at an aerobic power level of effort. So this is really kind of as easy as I can go. 3 by 15, accumulating 1,200 feet gain. The next day, I went out for a long 60-minute threshold run. This was going to be my longest sustained hard effort of the year so far. So I averaged 460 minutes right at my threshold heart rate. So it was a hard run for me mentally, physically. And then yesterday, I was planning to get a little recovery from those previous 2 days, especially from that hard effort. And so when I went out for this recovery run, here's some things that I look at to assess my recovery. One, I think about how I just intuitively feel. How do my legs feel? How does my mind feel? Do my legs feel heavy? Do they feel ready to go? So I'm analyzing just this anecdotal metric of how I'm feeling. And then I also, this is key, while I'm out running, I am monitoring my heart rate. And what I'm really looking for is how well does my heart rate elevate normally relative to how I'm feeling, relative to how that effort, that perceived exertion feels like. So using yesterday as an example, I was surprised at how good my legs felt. They actually didn't feel heavy at all. I wasn't sore, so that's all good. And because I was feeling so good, again, I went back to look at this heart rate monitoring, and my heart rate elevated normally. It went up into zone 2, zone 3, and it felt normal. This is a good sign that we are recovering. So let me use the opposite as an example of maybe an example of, hey, you need a little bit more recovery. Let's say I go out for that run, my legs feel a little heavy, but I'm getting my run in, but I'm noticing that, hey, this kind of feels like an easy to moderate effort for a recovery run, for an effort in general, but my heart rate's maybe like 10, 15 beats lower than the effort feels like. This is a really good indication of one of two things or both. It's an indication that your legs are tired and you're just not able to work them hard enough for the heart rate to elevate. Therefore, the effort feels harder and the heart rate's lower. So that's a cue to really back off that day. Secondly, what might be going on is nutrition, fueling. Maybe I'll go back to that second run the day before where it was that threshold, that hard 60-minute. What did I do right after that? So I got home, had an immediate recovery shake, and then had a good meal that night. That set me up for the next day. Okay, I think that's a big part of that heart rate elevating again. I replenished my body and I was ready to go. Versus if I didn't feel very well after that run or during that run, that again can be indicative of having a lower heart rate because now we're low on fuel. So use that heart rate diagnostic, comparing it with how you normally feel and how it normally elevates or not during your recovery run, to whether you should maybe even just back off and call it a day if that heart rate stays super low. But on that recovery run, I felt great. Heart rate looked normal, and I continued on and did a 60-minute recovery run, which then allowed me to go into today where I'm out just for a good aerobic power gradual endurance run. Okay, so use that heart rate as a good diagnostic. And another metric you can also use is really getting in a habit of monitoring your resting heart rate. After workouts, overnight, in the morning. Again, if that resting heart rate starts to creep up a little bit from normal, that's an indication that you might be a little dehydrated. Okay, and that was something I was also looking for with me, because I get dehydrated really quickly, and it's been super hot relative to our normal type of weather. So I was really adamant that I needed to hydrate after those 2 quality days leading into my recovery run, which again set everything up for that recovery run to feel really good and allow me the confidence to go into today knowing that I'm recovered. And all indications, all metrics today during my endurance run are good. All right, so hope that helps. Just a little some heart rate stuff, how to use it on the trail and how to use it to help your recovery. So all right, that's it for today. Over and out from Game Creek, Jackson Hole, Born to Run World. See you guys.